The team sandwiched in there is Argentina, kind of the second favorites. Let's take a look at what their possible 11 might be to open the tournament. And really, Ale, after such a disappointing World Cup, I wonder if this group can kind of redeem themselves. That's the narrative anyway going into this.
And it goes back to Lionel Messi, right? That's always going to be the question that comes up, and it's always going to be the player who's going to attract all the attention in the world. And so regardless of what happens around him, Lionel Messi then becomes the guy who puts it all together. Look, on paper, Argentina has been competitive, or at least they've had the look of a competitive team for many of the competitions that they participated in over the last few years. The problem is that this team, for whatever reason, whether it's playing alongside with Messi or whether it's the pressure of representing their country, Sergio Agüero does not look like Sergio Agüero when he plays for Argentina. It doesn't. That's factual. It's not making it up. It's just you're looking at a player that is not quite himself. And I'm singling out Agüero, but you can say that across the board. What I would say about this team from Argentina is that not many of these guys have been involved with the Argentina national team for a long period of time. So this is their moment. This is their coming out party, if you will, together. Maybe this new group of players are not affected by the presence of Lionel Messi or the pressures of the past, and maybe they put it together as a team, as a unit, which they haven't been for a very long time.
Yeah, to me, Argentina cannot leave Lionel Messi on an island. The times I've seen him in countless number of games where Lionel Messi has the ball and there's 5 defensive players around him, and no one to bounce the ball off. All you have to do is get in 3 or 4 yards of him. He'll give you the ball, and you can give the ball right back to him. When Lionel Messi gets the ball with Argentina, too often they decide to just go. Let him. They think just because he has the ball at his feet, he's going to be able to create everything. I need to get away. I feel the exact opposite. You need to get closer to him. Let him use you and be able to be in a position where he can actually play you and not be on an island like. To me, I think he's been left on an island too much lately.
I have to say, that first game, Argentina against Colombia, starting Copa America, it may tell you a lot about Argentina. Because that is a test right there, right off the bat. And say, well, okay, are you ready for this? Do you want a piece of this? Or do you want to participate in this tournament and really be one of the favorites? Or are you going to take a step back? And what has happened over the course of the last 5 years or so is that the gloss of Argentina in South America and the fear that other teams may have had for Argentina, it's dissipating. It's going away. And you start thinking, you know what? Yeah, it's Argentina. Yeah, it's Lionel Messi. But we can play against this team, and we can beat this team. And players now against Argentina take a different approach. And the players for Argentina have a different approach. So it's like, wait a minute. All of a sudden, we're vulnerable. Before, we used to be leading the game 1-0 even before the game started. Now, it's even. And when it's even, other teams now have a sense of belief that they didn't have before. Argentina in this first game against Colombia, they better be ready.
Copa America starts June 14th. You can catch every single game on ESPN+.
For more, sign up now for ESPN+.